Good morning and welcome back, everybody. I am Christopher. This is 4E's, and it is our Masters of Light Oracle Guidance Card Pull. Really long title. Haven't worked that out yet. So last week we pulled Lady Nada, and she taught us to open ourselves to the greater family from the heart. Focus on wisdom of the heart and how we communicate love in writing, texting, speaking, and even in our thoughts. How can we check what we're about to say and make sure it doesn't add to the chaos and uplifts us out of chaos? So there's a really cool message there and really fun week to work on that, honestly. I had a good time with this one. Yeah, okay. So put them back in the pile. I'm going to shuffle ins here. Maybe not. Assuming I can shuffle. All right, so we shuffle. And now let us sit for just a moment with guidance on our mind. All right, let's see who we pulled. We pulled Zoroaster. All right, Zoroaster. Awaken the fire of my heart. Now, interesting. Now we're at another heart. Lady Nada had us the wisdom in the heart and love from the heart and the family from the heart. So I awaken the fire of my heart. All right, let's see what the great Zoroaster has to say. Okay. Make sure I got this in the right section here. Always useful. Of course, last page, Z. Okay. So, Zoroaster, or Zarathustra, is a Persian ascended master who holds high initiations in the realms of the sacred fire. High initiations. So we're talking maybe like 4, 5, and 6 maybe. Assuming I understand this cosmology. All right, being in the presence of Zarathustra is like being in the presence of the physical sun itself. Also a representation of the sun. All right, which is, sun. All right. All right, there. The mastery he has of spiritual fire and physical fire is amongst the highest that any adept has achieved on this planet. Nice. Call upon Zoroaster to awaken one's inner fire. Associations are passion, awakening inner strength, and activate them below when you need it. Okay, so what guidance? Now that we know who he is and what is the mantra for him, what guidance do we have? Okay, Zoroaster, use your thoughts wisely. I just had a conversation about thoughts at the door with Jody yesterday, so very interesting. The great Persian prophet Zoroaster is the being behind the Zoroastrian religion that thrived in the current day Iran. Wow. Okay. Interesting location for the day. And neighboring states. Using his core principles of good thoughts, good deeds, and good actions, Zoroastrians thrived in the past. Does that make sense? All right. With the emphasis of thoughts for this reading, it is the mental arena that is the beginning ground for all masters. That would make sense, I believe, if I followed this cosmology correctly, especially where he said he's in a high level of initiations. Interesting. All right. Here in the mind, we train ourselves and master our mental state, mental plane, okay, so that we may plant the hopes, visions, and dreams to manifest in our lives. Okay. Clean mind, clean life. Zoroaster has journeyed with you today because your thoughts are manifesting sharply in the moment. Attempt to become mindful and more aware of what you are thinking, while choosing empowering, loving thoughts. Nice, Lady Nada coming through again. At all times possible. This process will strengthen your manifestation skills and allow them to radiate through all of time and space. This makes complete sense, at least to me. Hopefully somebody else out there makes sense too. From this moment forward, compassionately attempt to send loving, positive thoughts throughout your inner temple, even if it results in initial resistance. Be persistent, and soon only empowerment will be what you radiate. Know you are a master, and the strong force to initiate change within yourself is ready to be fully initiated. All right, this comes with some heavy hitting change right there. Zoroaster, okay. So let's say the phrase, the mantra. All right. Well, yes. I don't know. I'll put it up here so you guys can. I awaken the fire in my heart. I awaken the fire in my heart. I awaken the fire in my heart. So, Zoroaster, trailing off Lady Nada, more concentration of the heart, more communication of the heart, more thought forming of love and compassionate as best as possible when you're in the moment. So pause, take a breath, think about that, have an emotionally intelligent response, and awaken the fire in your heart this week. Hope this helped, and if not, wait till next week. Maybe your guide will pop up then. Thank you.